So I'm pretty much ready when you are, champ.
Okay.
The coast. Ooh, interesting.
I know, it's interesting.
Hey. Oh. It feels weird giving you my show.
It's only for this month.
I know, it's really weird. But okay, I'll have to behave. Don't fuck it up. Anyway. Okay.
Boys?
Hello and welcome to the Trash Tapes, where one man's trash is another man's torture. Today, I'm the inflictor of pain, Edward Harvey, and I'm joined with regular host,
Yes.
Johann
Hi.
as my victim.
Oh, God, yes.
How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
It feels weird swapping the roles today, but we're celebrating your birthday.
Yeah, this is basically my belated birthday present. I have turned 32. Yes, I do not sound it. But I've turned 32. And basically it was kind of your idea. You kind of said, you know what? Let me take over for an episode.
Well, first it was just sort of like, I'll pick the movie, but then I think you said, well, why don't you host it then?
Yeah.
If you're picking it.
Yeah, because I saw, you know what, I want no responsibility on this one.
Yeah.
It's my birthday.
Let your hair down.
I just want to relax and snack and stuff. So, yeah.
So, yeah, what did you think of just in a little quick snapshot, did I pick a good movie?
Yes, you did.
Yeah.
It totally sums up the kind of thing that Trash Tapes is all about. 100%. We've gone through many episodes now, right?
Yeah.
And, last one was Shark Attack 3 Megalodon, which was in itself also another great example. This one's another great example on a different end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
Where it's quirkier and weirder and just
Has everything.
as everything that you kind of want, but you never asked for, and then suddenly it's there, and now you want it all the time.
Yeah. And it's like when you think back to this movie, I've seen it a few times, not loads and loads of times. There's always little bits you forget because there's so much packed into it.
And by the looks of things, there was a lot to unpack.
Yeah.
So let's not spoil this for anyone. Let's not hold this back anymore. What movie did you get me?
Well, it was the 1984, I don't want to say cult classic, Ghoulies.
Jonathan is having a housewarming party.
Wow! What do you guys want to do?
Well, we could play hide and go seek.
Yeah.
What about Trivial Pursuit?
Yeah.
Strip poker.
Yeah.
I got an idea. Let's do a ritual.
Come, I order thee. In the name of the most holy Trinity. Come, I order thee.
Well, that was fun.
Unfortunately, there will be some surprise guests. They have very bad manners. And they have no respect for privacy. They'll wake up the neighbors.
What the hell's in there?
And they never take no for an answer.
Man, that chick is really a screamer.
Ghoulies, once they show up, you can never get rid of them. Ghoulies. They'll get you in the end.
And everyone knows this movie from the poster.
Yeah.
The poster was quite iconic because it had a ghoulie coming out of a toilet.
Yeah, I used to see that all the time in Blockbuster.
Yeah, and it's the infamous like horror movie that scared a lot of kids apparently. It made a lot of kids afraid to go to the toilet.
Well, let me explain something, right? Just by the sound of things, if someone went and bought this movie for their kid because they just saw that poster, they would be very fucking surprised when they actually watch the movie, because the movie's got everything and also nothing. It's the most ridiculously nothing you'd ever expected, but also has everything you've never asked for.
Yeah, because from the poster you would think that it's just a simple kind of like movie where, you know, set in a regular suburban household maybe, and you get creatures that appear and kind of
basically Gremlins,
or Gremlins or critters or something like that. But what it's actually about, let's just have a look at the IMDb little small TV guide type synopsis.
Go for it.
A young man and his girlfriend move into an old mansion where he becomes possessed by the desire to control ancient demons.
Those are not ancient demons.
No, that gives them too much credit, really, doesn't it?
They look basically like Jim Henson had a lazy day.
Definitely.
They're the laziest looking Muppets I've ever seen.
And there's so many sort of little characters they are kind of cool and funny to look at. But there's just lots of odd stuff going on, I think, in their features. And they don't move a lot, do they? They kind of just stand there and kind of do funny facial expressions.
They are basically the world's worst hand puppets, right?
Yeah.
The puppets are not inspired. They're not like when you look at Gremlins, you look at Gizmo, you're like, oh my god, look at all the effort. This looks like it's half-assed. But I love that it's a kind of half-assed. I like that they didn't put that much effort into it.
It kind of reminds me, they're kind of like a mishmash, like that cartoon Raggy Dolls.
Yes!
They kind of look like the mishmash of a effects warehouse. They just kind of put them together and we can't really afford anything bigger and better than this, so we'll just make something out of what we've got here.
Yeah, we've got these little
scraps.
things. And some of them look a little bit like Cabbage Patch Dolls.
Yeah, definitely.
It's just a bit, oh man, they are quite gross.
Another step.
I command thee, O creature of the water, bring forth life unto this world. I command.
Ooh. Are we getting a water ghoulie? So that's supposed to be a spawn of Satan, and that's supposed to be a spawn of Satan, and that's supposed to be a spawn of Satan. Oh my god!
Brilliant.
When I think spawn of Satan, this isn't entirely what I think of. Oh god, look at the frog baby.
Welcome to this world.
My children.
The god.
I'm your master.
What can they do? They just look like they are just shit puppets.
About the grounds. But you must remain invisible to all that move. Remain obedient to me at all times. Understood?
Yes! 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 Oh, it's so fucking weird.
So, the Ghoulies are here.
And they look fucking horrendous.
Funny, though.
Oh, funny as hell. They got fucking Toad Baby. I'm happy with Toad Baby. But can I mention quickly, what I love is I love the dad character, and what will later on also be the son character, for the obvious fact that these guys are the most ridiculous actors. They do not speak in regular tone. They are either very whispery or very shouty.
Yeah.
And I remember at the beginning, I heard when he's doing the ritual, he's like, or whatever it is, right? And then it's like, call upon thee for Satan! And you're like, wow.
It's like he can't decide whether he wants to be a theatre actor or a film actor, because film actors talk softly and just kind of express everything. And, like, theatres project, don't they? Like, right to the back.
The man fucking projected, all right. I heard him all the way from here. What I mean by that is I felt his breath every time he shouted. I loved it.
Yeah, he's in two minds. It's like, am I a theatre actor? Am I a film actor?
But then what he does, he just ends up being really cammy, and I love it.
Yeah, definitely. So, should we talk about the movie?
Yeah.
In terms of what goes on and... Yeah.
When exactly do we start? Do we start directly at the beginning?
Yeah, I suppose so, because we've got it opens with the dad character, the Malcolm.
Malcolm Graves. Yeah.
It is funny, because most of the movie we see him in a grave, and he's called Malcolm Graves.
Yes.
Very literal.
Okay.
But yeah, he's performing a ritual, isn't he? And he's got lots of... He's got ghoulies there at that point.
Yeah, and they're like hiding in boxes and stuff.
Yeah, and he's got like the whole his wife's there, and all of these followers are there, and he's trying to perform his ritual, and it's a baby, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's a baby. That he's trying to, like, he's going to do a sacrifice, basically.
Like, basically, it's 101 satanic ritual.
Yeah.
Like, if you've ever heard of what a satanic ritual has, baby sacrifices, the guy has an amazing hat with the horns.
Yeah. I mean, if you're picturing it, you think of, like, a black metal music video, like from maybe like a 90s black. It actually looks more 90s from what I remember of like 90s videos, basically.
Oh my God,
black metal videos, and and just all the cliches you can imagine. But anyway, he's going to sacrifice a child.
Yes,
and then he pulls out the robe off or whatever it is, and suddenly the woman in the front row, the mother character. Suddenly goes, no, you wouldn't. You said you wouldn't.
Yeah, like, literally, the funny thing is, these are supposed to be, like, hypnotic druids, right?
Yeah.
She just snaps. Like, no! And
Anyone else but our child.
yes, why is it our child? Okay, we're literally in a satanic cult.
With little creatures and human beings.
Of course. These critters live as one, do they? Oh my God, okay. Oh, that's headgear. What is this? Magic!
It kind of looks like it's from like this set looks like a Cradle of Filth music video.
It does. It looks so... This looks like my first Satanic Cult kit. To the horns and the baby stabbing and sacrificial lambs. Oh my God.
Supplet. Donem. Honorem.
No! You promised! You promised not a child!
That's a pop. His hair is immaculate.
It's got great 80s hair.
And hurt him now, you bastard!
Its blood will flow. Come.
What? I have hypnotized you with my magic Satan powers. He's like, go you! What's everyone with these magical reveals?
Don't be afraid. Little one.
Are you talking about to you or to him?
Be safe.
Although I wouldn't be that safe if I had him holding me, to be honest. He's got the crazy eye going.
Well, he's better than these two.
That's true. That's
Not exactly moral parents.
Oh! The critters, the ghoulies are eating. Oh my god. What? What is happening? And playful music.
And that's the opening.
That's a tone setter I wasn't expecting. Satanic Cults, fucking Eraserhead, little gremlins eating out a woman. Well, not that way. Christ. I was not expecting that. And
It's a fun movie.
and from the cover, I remember watching saying from the poster, it was just a little cute little goblin coming out of a toilet.
I know. That's why the new cover, like the DVD cover, is more accurate of what goes on in the movie.
Yeah.
Whereas the original was like just a fun idea for a marketing campaign, you know, like, oh, gremlin, ghoulie coming out.
Yeah, but it doesn't mention anything about Satan.
Oh, the Wolfgang.
Wolfgang!
He shows up, which is Jack Nance, who is a very favourite actor of David Lynch.
Yeah, he basically, from Eraserhead's his main role.
David Lynch's first big movie, his first ever feature, Eraserhead, Jack Nance plays Henry, the main character.
Yeah.
And ever since then, he was cast in all David Lynch's movies and TV shows like Twin Peaks and whatnot.
Yeah.
So he's a great actor. He's a weird guy. He always plays a weird off kind of guy. Whether it's a bad guy, a good guy, he's always a bit off.
Yeah. I think it's because he can do the crazy eye really well.
Yeah.
And I think because he does the crazy eye really well, of course he's going to be like the fucking weirdo in most of these movies. But I love it. But at this point, he goes in, he grabs the child while basically the other.
Does the mother give the baby Wolfgang? I think she.
No, I think something like that. What did
or does he just grab it and go, I'm going to get you out of here, kind of
I
thing?
think it kind of looked like, again, another one just broke out of this trance. I don't know, for no reason. And then the mother... Oh, wait, we have to forget. The mum puts a necklace on the baby, so that means it's like protection necklace.
The protection pendant.
Yes.
So he can't be harmed. But then, obviously, that makes her vulnerable, doesn't it?
Yes.
Like,
Say, now you're vulnerable to my ghoulies.
so the Malcolm Graves decides to sacrifice the mother.
Instead.
Instead. And what is a really weird sacrifice, like a kind of odd kind of death.
Oh, it's gross, okay? Oh, I remember it's so gross, because the ghoulies are basically sort of just eating her up slowly, and then it seems one of them is about to pierce through her chest.
It pretty much goes xenomorph at that point.
Yeah, and I was not expecting that from this movie. In fact, I was not expecting anything from this movie because I haven't seen it, but I didn't expect instantly being opened up to a satanic cult and having a ritual sacrifice, nor was I expecting a chest burster in the first 3 minutes of this movie. That's a lot to absorb in one sitting.
Yeah, definitely. Then it moves on to, it flashes forward, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Doesn't it? So he's what, 20 odd, supposed to be, like college kind of age.
Yeah.
And he's walking around the grounds of like a big house and stuff, like an estate basically.
Yeah, because he was inherited it, wasn't he?
Yeah. And he's with his girlfriend, and they're just looking around. He's got it now. He's inherited it, and they're just looking around, and they just discover lots of creepy stuff. Like, the first to discover like the grave.
I mean, personally, if I walked into a place, right, if I owned like a place, and so walk out and see a fucking grave in it, it's like, nope, it's not for me. Nope, get the fuck out of here. I'm not living in a house with a fucking grave in it. But they're more like, oh, how curious. And
it's got a bloody pentagram on the top of it.
Yeah,
it's not like it's subtle.
No, it's an upside down pentagram. You think by this point, you're like, but wait, all the son wants to do by this point is just like poke it. Like, he just wants to go and poke the grave because it's covered. Like, he doesn't know it's his dad's grave.
No.
Although, to be frank, it seemed pretty obvious, right? Like, it's not like... There's plenty of clues that suggest that it's obviously his dad's.
Yeah. I don't think he didn't obviously grow up there, and he didn't really. He obviously didn't know his parents, didn't know what they're into, and so I don't think he knows anything. He's inherited the mansion, the estate.
Yeah.
But he doesn't know anything about his parents.
The only thing he knows is Wolfgang.
Yeah.
Which must be like his surrogate father, but also the caretaker.
I think he sort of raised him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And they're looking around, and they find a bunch. They go into like a library, don't they? They find a bunch of like occult stuff in the library, and like there's one of those cheap jump scares where she pulls out a book. and, oh my God, it's a rat!
Oh my God, it's a rat! And I love it. It's like the rat's even more scared than you were. It's like, oh, I'm getting flashbacks of fucking Nightmare on Elm Street 2 again.
Yeah.
But what I love is like everyone's a little curious. And obviously, for me, there's loads of symbols in this movie. Throughout, if I was staying in it, I would fucking leave quicker. You know, I open a book, it's like black magic rituals. You know, the magical sentings of Kam-Ra. And I'm thinking to myself, fucking, I'll get out of here. This is not bedtime reading. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but they sort of bat it off like, well, what's all this silly shit kind of thing.
No one believes in that.
Yeah.
Oh no.
But then I think just the girlfriend says like, well, let's throw a party, you know, that's like a housewarming kind of thing.
Yeah, but it would be, he says, oh, let's do a house party thing. But this is where it gets weird, because at one point he goes into the basement and he's sweeping, and he just cleans the floor and sees again, another clue that I would fucking leave this house, a giant satanic circle on the ground.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'd fucking leave. Like, we'd be out of here like a shot. But no, it feels as if, like, you know, obviously he must have had it somehow in him all the time that he's a little bit satanic.
Yeah, I mean, I think he's supposed to be... he's sort of possessed, isn't he, in a little, by the spirit of his dad, because he instinctively knows how to do a lot of this stuff, like when they're having the party... He says, like, for a laugh, let's, like, do a ritual kind of thing. And he knows what to do. I mean, he's got the book there, but he knows sort of, like... he knows, you know, what to do, basically. It's
like instinctual, right?
Yeah.
Like, he feels the instinct, like, I can totally know how to do a satanic cultic thing. It's like, well, that's interesting. Ooh. Party time. They got the worst electro band.
Look at that guy.
Sweet meat for his chum.
What is he on?
You don't love me.
What is that accent?
I can't talk to you, man. Hey, Dick. John. How you doing?
I hope that gets explained. What was that voice? It's like, they're really bad with the hobbitses. Hobbitses are dead.
Right.
Oh, the fashions in this. So 80s.
Oh my God, she looks banging. And could that man have any... That man looks like a Butch Morrissey. Look at his face and quit.
Try me.
Butch Morrissey, totally.
Oh, she's walked away from him.
Oh, calm your hunger.
Oh, heaven knows he's miserable now.
That's perfect. Oh my God, yay! Well, oh, this is so 80s. They're doing the worst breakdancing. When you have a drunk friend, says, hey, I know how to dance.
Dude, it looks like he's having an epileptic fit.
What if he was? And everyone's like, woo, good dancing! It's like, someone help him! Oh, look at all the drugs.
All these pills and spliffs have come out his pocket.
Oh my God. I'm not joking about, you're not joking about the fashions. She looks like some kind of gothic Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah.
There's Butch Morrissey again. Look at his eyebrows. Oh, he's so so expressive.
Totally forgot about that character.
I love him already.
In the refrigerator.
She's quite scary, you know, the girlfriend of the main character.
Yeah, it's a bit like,
Scary eyes.
yeah. I think it's the eyebrows as well.
So, who's your beautiful friend?
I'm Donna.
They call me Dick. But you can call me Dick.
Wow, that's smooth, sir. One thing with the party I love is that we're introduced to all the guests. And all the guests, all their friends, I'm using air quotes, are fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, you got a couple of stoners.
You got a couple of stoners
Yeah.
who, I'm not sure if you got this vibe, but I definitely got this vibe. There was slight homoeroticism with them,
Yeah,
wasn't
they're
it?
a bit cuddly.
They're like, they get high, the stone, and go like, "You're my best buddy, man," and then they're cuddling each other, looking to each other. It's like I'm sitting there going, "You two should kiss," you know. You have those two, and then he basically got
And you got that, what's that guy? Do they call him, like, Toad or something?
They call him Toad Boy.
Toad Boy, and he's the one he does a silly voice, but he only does it now and again. He does like a weird kind of like Gollum type voice.
My precious.
Yeah.
What are you going to do, my precious? It's like, what the heck, you know? That's how we first introduced him. He's leaning his head towards a statue, and then he just fucking speaks like that. And I thought, it's like a normal voice. It's like, you right there, bud? You okay? And then we're introduced to the 3 levels of, I like to call them like the 3 levels of pop. Because you got first of all you got Donna, who's all right, but then you got Jennifer Rush, or fake Jennifer Rush.
Yeah.
Then you got the girlfriend who happens to be like gothic Cyndi Lauper.
Yeah.
And then you got fucking Dick. Fucking Dick, who
Is basically like a Butch Morrissey.
He does. He's got the hair and the open chest and the swagger. I'm thinking, wow. So you've basically got like 3 pop idols living in this house at the minute, or like in this house party, and it's fucking hilarious. Like the way Dix introduces himself, he goes up to Donna, I believe it is, and goes like saying, "Well, you know, people call me Dick, but you can call me Dick."
He's just like the perfect douchebag, isn't he?
Oh, he's an ultimate douchebag, like, to the 9th degree. And I think this is kind of the reason why I kind of like this movie as well. A lot of the characters are memorable, but they're memorable because they're either really bad or really douchey.
Yeah.
And I think that's kind of perfect for something like the Trash Tapes. I want to remember shitty characters. I don't want to feel like I've forgotten them, you know, like in Shark Tank Megalodon. I can barely remember Tits McGee.
But these characters, they've got a very distinctive visual look. So you kind of just remember the aesthetics of them, don't you? I mean, the cardboard cutouts, 80s cardboard
Oh,
cutouts.
totally. But I can at least go Butch Morrissey,
Yeah.
Toad Guy, fake Jennifer Rush, gothic Cyndi Lauper.
And that's kind of what you want from characters in this type of movie. You don't want them to be like deep characters, do you?
You want them shallow?
What do you guys want to do?
Well, we could play hide and go seek.
Yeah.
What about Trivial Pursuit?
Yeah.
Wow, what a amazing party. Let's play Trivial fucking Pursuit.
Yeah. Strip poker.
Of course Dick would want that. The Dick. Or how about we play a game of Call Satan?
Let's do a ritual.
Let's do a ritual like you do.
Guys, it's kind of spooky in here.
Who'd agree to this? Like, who would agree? Let's do this. Let's call Satan.
All right, I'm going to draw a circle, and I want you all to stay.
Well, I think there's spirits at work in the, in the house.
Yeah, you say that, but also they've been drinking a lot too, so that's a different kind of spirit.
I'm interested to see if that guy who did the funny voice, whether it was just that moment where he did the funny voice. I don't think he's going to do that voice again.
Why the fuck did he open up this is the first time I've ever met him, and now I can only see him as Gollum.
I'm gonna conjure up a spirit, and it's gonna appear right here in this trunk. What is that? Species mentem meum. Shut up, goddammit!
Oh my God.
I'm sorry.
She's trying to liven this party up. This is better than Trivial Pursuit. This is better than that piece of shit.
She kind of looks like, is it Jennifer Rush? I'm your lady.
Oh my God. We've got all the pop stars. Cyndi Lauper, Jennifer Rush, Morrissey.
I order tea.
So yeah, they do this ritual for a laugh kind of thing in the basement.
Who does a ritual for a laugh?
Yeah.
Like...
It's like, they all seem to be into it. And at this point, they're not really swayed by any kind of hypnosis or anything like that. They're just kind of thinking, like, yeah, let's give it a go then.
Yeah, I bet it's morbid curiosity, but, you know, it's like, imagine if, like, oh, look, it's like I'm at your house in a minute, right? I might have come in and say, do you know what? Let's take out a Ouija board and summon Satan. You know, like, it's not a thing you do at parties. You know, let's get a chalk circle on the floor.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's a bit too much extra effort, and I would so not have played along. I mean, although it's better than Trivial Pursuit.
As we saw when we were watching it, the Jennifer Rush type character just disappears.
Fucking
and it looks
disappears.
like, at first, it looks like bad continuity. It's like they did, like that shot, they just didn't have her in it or something.
Yeah, because it's in there going like, it just fucking disappeared for no reason. And I'm thinking as well, like, oh, number one, where the fuck did she go? Two, how did she leave without no one noticing? Because those stairs are like squeaky and shit, right?
Yeah.
There's no back door. There's no other way out of the basement. How did you go without noticing? Especially Jonathan, the guy who's actually running the fucking ritual in the first place.
Yeah.
How did you not notice? Hello, Wolfgang.
He seems like he's he's stuck in the wrong era. Look at him.
Yeah, he's like, it's like, this is like pioneer days. Uh-oh. Here it comes. That is
the first ghoulie.
That is not what... When I said I'm summoning a spirit, that's the last thing I'm not expecting
It's a bit of an anticlimax, isn't it?
It's a bit of a turd monster, isn't it?
So yeah, they're doing they're trying to summon they're trying to conjure something, aren't they? Conjure like a little little demon or whatever. They don't know what it is at that particular point, but they're trying to conjure it. And there's a big build up. And it's like, what? And nothing happens.
Yeah. I love it because only like the candle just goes a little bit like,
yeah,
and then everyone goes like,
and everyone's like, well, that was shit, wasn't it?
That was a bit shit, wasn't it?
And then they're like, well, where's Jennifer Rush?
Oh, let's go find Jennifer Rush. And then John's like, no, I have to dismay the spirit. And then it's like, no, we need to go find fake Jennifer Rush, all right? Because let's be serious. This was fun, air quotes. But let's fucking do some real things.
And I think when they go off, then don't you get the creature materialising in the basement
and he looks
when they're not there?
Yeah, and he looks like a turd monster.
Yeah.
Like, he's the ugliest fucking thing. And it's not even... And it made me laugh because it's like, it's so anticlimactic as well, because he's so tiny. And...
You'd think it'd be some kind of grand ancient demon, like the description suggests.
When I think ancient demon, I think something like a giant fuck-off smoke monster minotaur or something, right? Fucking horns, like the size of a house. You know, that's ancient demon.
Yeah.
Oh, fucking turd monster. That's about no bigger than my shin.
And you get the sense of the Wolfgang character's powers, I suppose, for the first time, because when that first demon materialises, he he wakes up, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And then he's like, oh, as if just like he senses the danger kind of thing.
It's like The Shining, basically, isn't it?
Yeah.
Like, it's like, ooh, I can sense The Shining.
And he's dressed in his all-in-one, isn't he? Like his bedtime all-in-one.
It's like he's a gold rush pioneer.
I don't think so either. Hey, let's check out the clouds.
What is up with these two? Wow. But that was the ghost that was on the chair. Yeah?
Actually, pretty creepy.
That is pretty... Yep, there we go.
Why? Wasn't he over there?
Yep, there you go. That is legit. That's actually quite creepy because clowns are just fucking the worst.
Yeah, it's a creepy puppet, that is. Once the first kind of ghoulie appears, then you get sort of the strange events start happening. Like there's the stoners go into the room, don't they? And there's that weird, creepy clown.
Oh, the fucking clown!
Yeah, that's the first time you get introduced to that. And at this stage, it's not too weird. It's just a bit creepy. Like it's on a rocking chair, isn't it?
Yes.
In the room, and then they look at it and they're laughing and they get a bit creepy. But then they go in, look in the wardrobe, and then it
appears, and it actually pops up like, oh no, it's here.
Yeah.
And then it's, and the thing was like the guy who looks a little bit like a 50s greaser just goes over and says, but wasn't the puppet over there?
Yeah.
And they just stare at each other and just drop the puppet and like they're stoned, which they're not. They're really high. This one, they're always high. They're always on weed or pills. Oh God, we forgot one thing. I want to say the guy with the glasses was at one point he was like so fucking high that he started breakdancing at the party.
Yeah.
Oh man, it was amazing. And for what?
Like he's having a seizure.
Yes. And I thought like, oh, like no one's realised he's having a fucking seizure. He's overdosed.
Yeah.
Poor thing. But yeah, these two are constantly high. They're high all the time. So obviously they're thinking like, oh, they're playing tricks on me, man. It's a hallucinogenics. Nah, it's fucking creepy clown, mate. Fucking creepy clown. Pennywise has got nothing on this creepy fucking clown.
Having said that, like most of the things in this movie are like kind of funny and not creepy at all.
Yeah.
But the clown thing is actually creepy.
That is actually creepy. It's the only really creepy thing in the whole movie. Everything else is fucking laughable.
Yeah.
But I love it.
So after the party scene, I think it moves on to the Jonathan telling the girlfriend, you know what, I'm going to quit college.
It's really random when that happened, right? It's like, I'm just going to quit college for now. And I love it because she says, that's the stupidest fucking thing I've ever heard.
He's like in a vest at the time. He's like he's like manly, isn't he? Yeah, I don't need college. I'm just going to work on the estate.
He's looking like John McClane at that minute, right? So he's got the vest, he's got
and
the
it
jeans.
doesn't look like a dirty vest as well.
Yeah. It's like it's clearly what is it about the 80s that men in vests must equal manly. And the girlfriend obviously says, I don't fucking believe... It's like, that's the stupidest fucking thing ever.
Yeah.
Can you just wait till graduate? Which makes sense to me.
Yeah, he's just being silly, really. But is this part of him, being lured, kind of like...
Lured by the devil?
Yeah, like, because he seemed very bloody interested in the occult stuff straight away. You can't... Like, I don't think he would have naturally... If there wasn't any kind of... spiritual work going on. I don't think he would be that interested straight away.
It escalated really fucking quickly.
Yeah.
Like, he buys a house, and now suddenly he's into devil shit. Like, some people's minds get warped by cults. It takes a long time sometimes for someone to not understand they're driven into a cult.
Yeah.
Right? Whether it's something like neo-Nazis or Satanists or whatever, right? But... this guy just embraced it quickly.
And he's dead happy. He moves on to a few scenes where, a few sort of bits where he's like sweeping up the house. He's like dead happy about it. He's like cleaning up the clutter, opening the door. Oh no, there's loads of clutter in there. It's all falling on me, but he's happy about it.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm cleaning. And that's the only kind of sign really shows he's really doing the house, right?
Yeah.
Because then suddenly he's moved to the basement again, isn't he?
And he finds he finds the robes, doesn't he? Like,
yeah.
And he starts really getting into the whole occult stuff and kind of practicing like conjuring and stuff like that, doesn't he?
Yeah. Because they got huge fucking shoulder pads.
Yeah. It's like a big triangular, like the Thriller jacket, a big triangular.
Yes.
Kind of like the point of the triangle goes from his belly up to like the shoulders, 2 points either side.
Yeah.
Big shoulders. It's just a very, very 80s robe. It's great.
I love it. And it's so, like, gaudy and in your face. And he finds the robes and instantly wants to put them on, right?
Yes.
Like, he's lured. You know what the really thing that was disappointed to me, though? We never found the hat.
No.
They never found the hat, and the hat's the best bit for me.
Yeah, because in the intro, when the Malcolm character, the dad, took it off, it revealed his blonde 80s head popped out of it.
Yeah, and he was like perfectly squished in, he had fucking horns, and you're thinking, now that's a fucking cool hat. We never see the hat again. That to me was the missing link of that costume. You need the fucking devil hat.
Yeah.
But the robes are fantastic.
Sometimes the accessories just make the outfit.
Oh, duh, you know, you have to colour coordinate. You sometimes just need one little feature to make you stand out. And that would be giant shoulder pads and a big fuck-off horny hat. Oof. It's going to take a little bit more than just a spray to clean this place up. Look at this.
It'd be so cool to inherit that stuff. For us, like we wanted bits for sets and stuff for filmmaking.
Oh my God, I would love to live in a place like this. Probably spruce it up. It's like, oh, I'm just dusting the gargoyle. What are you doing? Oh, candles. Oh, you fucking name it. This is my teenage goth's dream. Oh, don't open it up.
Robe.
Ooh, Satan robe.
With killer shoulder pads.
My God. There's extra padding. Well, I never understood that about the 80s, why they wanted shoulder pads. Was it just to make them look broader?
It's got that whole triangle look, you know, a bit like the Thriller jacket,
Yeah,
where the top of the 2 points of the triangle kind of go out to shoulders, and then it kind of goes down to a point there.
The thing is, I used to look at old, like a training videos from the 80s, and most of them said, we need you to really harness your triangle, which I don't know what that meant. Now I know what it means.
And so it had begun. The evil one willing the boy on, using the boy's curiosity as a powerful weapon. I could but sit and wait, gripped by the fear of events foreshadowed.
It's not much of a boy, is it? It's more of a man.
In a vest.
In a vest. Those jeans. That's, oh, God. All right. Oh, God, please. Oh, please wear the funny hat. Please wear the funny hat. Please wear the funny hat.
He's like a blacksmith now.
He's now a blacksmith, okay. He's a man
forging something.
He's a man of many skills. It seems to be quite random for what's supposed to be a college student.
Oh, he's making medallion.
Oh, God.
Hey, kiddo.
Hi, how do you doing today?
See for yourself.
It's really beautiful.
It's a bit tacky.
Bit.
See, that's a protection amulet, you know, like the one that he got given as a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From what?
From his mother, I think it was.
Yeah. His mum said, here you go.
Even my physics professor?
Mr. Bolton? Yes, especially. You never take it off, okay?
I promise. I love it.
I love that you give me protection pentagrams. I love it.
So yeah, when he's fiddling around in the basement, like playing around with black magic, he decides to like make that medallion, doesn't he, for the girlfriend? The same one that he had when he was a baby. That he was given when he was a baby.
But then clearly he must have read up on it because, again,
Well, he was. That's the whole thing. He was looking through the books and stuff, wasn't he? Like,
because then I didn't know he was a fucking blacksmith. Like,
there's like all that, because all that stuff must be in the basement there ready to use. But I don't think it's like it's something you can just do. I think there's a bit of skill to being a blacksmith. It's just like
it just happens randomly. Because there he's just using a coin. He's trying to carve.
Because there's a load of detail in that medallion. It's not just like he's giving her a flat piece of metal. Like there's lots of little detail.
Fucking hell! It was epic. It was beautiful.
Like Mr. T would be proud of that.
Imagine that.
He gives Rebecca the medallion, but he starts acting weird, doesn't he? Like he says, like she's like preparing like dinner and stuff, and he says like, oh, no, I'm not hungry. I'm fasting.
That came out of nowhere. It sounds like almost like someone who would say that as an excuse not to eat their dinner.
Yeah.
It's like saying, honey, why are you not eating your food? Because I'm fasting. It sounded really bitchy as well. But yeah, he's just suddenly, I'm fasting now.
And she's sort of like, well, you do whatever you want, and I'll have my dinner.
Yeah, and like really offended. Like, of course you would. But then again, if they find him like standing again, clearly possessed or lured by Satan or something, hanging over Malcolm's grave at that moment. He's fucking shivering and he's pale. It looks gross.
Yeah.
And it's just like, what are you doing out here? Like, you weirdo. Oh, man. And so, so it's weird stuff's happening. So he's starting to fast. He's experimenting more with his powers.
But then he goes back into, like, doing more conjuring, isn't he? And he kind of... I think that's when he gets... He summons more ghoulies. Like, he actually starts summoning the ghoulies then.
Because before he summoned a ghoulie, but he never saw a ghoulie.
Yeah, he didn't realise he was successful, did he? Like,
but now he summoned all the ghoulies.
Yeah, that sequence always makes me laugh because you see a variety of the ghoulies, like all of a sudden in like different shots, and my favourites are the toad-looking ones. I think you like those ones as well.
Oh, the Toad Boy is my favourite. Like, literally, the Toad
Not
ghoulies.
to be confused by
Toad Boy character. But there is one called... It looks like a toad. It looks like a baby, but it's like in toad form. And his teeth are always smiling, and he's got a bald head. It's like... Now, that's literally the sound. It made the perfect sound.
The one that makes me laugh every time, and especially when you first see him appear, is the one that's pissed off all the time.
Yes! He looks angry constantly. Like, even he turns left and right, he's like, I am pissed. That's his only expression. You also have Rat Boy. So you've got the one that looks like a rat. You've got one that looks like a bat. You've got some other weirder ones in between. And then you've got, like, this weird one, which we'll reveal later, being like, they look like a fucking dinosaur.
Yeah. But we've got to talk about the green eyes as well, because that's the symbol of the power, isn't it? So obviously the Jonathan character is getting power for the first time. He's like feeling more powerful. So he has the green eyes, and the green eyes was something that you saw from the dad in the show.
Yeah,
and it's just obviously the symbol of when they've really got the power. But the effects on the eyes are a bit weird because I don't know if it's intentional or not, because this is a kind of a weird kind of comedy horror film.
Yeah.
So I don't know whether they intended the eyes to be all skew-whiffed.
Yeah, they're really badly cross-eyed, you know? And this is...
like, it is different on different shots. It's not like in one scene it's consistent. It's like you might cut back to him and his eye will be wandering off somewhere else.
It's like, now this way, now this way, now that way. And I'm not sure how the effect was done, but I think it's a combination of contact lenses, like those really bad for your eyes, like contact lenses, like the neon contact lenses.
Yeah.
And some simple digital animation kind of thing, like painting the eyes green. But my God, like, continuity would be a fucking thing. Because when he's so like, I am summoning Satan, but his eyes are fucking crossed.
Yeah.
How are you supposed to take him seriously as a threat? And it happens all the time. And the eyes are like, they glow green sometimes, and they don't glow green. Sometimes they are green. Sometimes they're green, and then they're not green in the same shot. And you're like, what's happening? Do you have power now? Do you not have power now? What? Have a Snickers, you're grumpy. You know, that's literally how it sounds.
When Jonathan summons these creatures, he says to them that, I'm your master, you serve me. But he says that you can only be revealed to me.
Yes.
Like, you've got to hide your existence from the world, basically. Yes. Yeah, so you got these crazy little creatures that only you can see at this point.
Yeah.
And yeah, like what happens next? That he I think around this point he's doing more crazy stuff, and Rebecca kind of catches him in the act.
Yeah. Clearly, he's testing out his powers. So at one point, he's able to levitate a bit and other things like that. The thing where he gets caught on, and it makes logical sense to me because I'll be fucking pissed off, is when he starts summoning a storm in his basement. Yeah. And
that is just showing off.
Yeah, he's like, I can make it rain. I'm not talking about making money rain. Like, it's fucking pouring. And there's a wind machine and fucking lightning. And you're like, wow. Okay.
Yeah, and Rebecca, that is the sequence, the rain thing, is where she comes down.
Yeah.
And kind of catches him in the act, like almost like she's caught him having a wank or something.
It's like, well,
like a ritual wank.
Yeah, he's going in going, honey, what are you doing in here?
Yeah. And he is sort of like looking quite sheepish, like, I wasn't doing anything.
But he's wearing the full robe. I love it because he's trying to disrobe. And he goes, no, don't unrobe for me. Yeah. I'm just going to go upstairs and do my own thing now, do I? And she fucking, walks up.
Yeah, and he follows her and, goes... And then they have, a discussion in the kitchen, don't they? And he's sort of, saying... he's just trying to cool her down and kind of saying, I'm just trying to figure out what my family was about. And,
That's not how you figure it out. Look at a family tree and shit.
Yeah.
Don't fucking, go to that instead of try and summon the devil by the looks of things.
And then he tries to sort of make out that it isn't anything. There's nothing to worry about. But it is clearly something to worry about.
Totally something to worry about. Because, dude, you're fucking summoning demons and able to control the weather. Yeah, that's something to fucking worry about, mate. And she caves in.
Yeah, somehow she manages... Oh, okay, then. She must, really love him or something.
I'd be skeptical. I'm not sure about anyone else, but I'd be fucking no, hun. No,
yeah, she is... either that or she's pretty damn fickle.
Very, just a twist the knob, go it is nothing, honey.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. You know me in the robe and me with the wet hair, clearly because it's sunny outside. You know, all that. Nothing. It's nothing at all. Bull fucking shit.
Yeah.
Yeah? No. He would be out the fucking door.
With these words, Nam Fumas Somnifera Excelat.
Who else are we summoning now?
Somnifera Basta Sun. Come.
That one's face on the right.
It looks like he's just got a spasm and he's stuck in it. Wow. This escalated quickly. You might want to fix that. It's a bit wet in here. Someone left the sprinklers on. And the fan and the wind machine. That was great. I have summoned weather.
Thank you very much. Awesome. That's right. We're having a beer, and we're having fulfilled my request.
What are you doing?
Shall we turn?
Most of the time they just look awkward, oh, what am I supposed to be doing now?
Rah, rah, rah. Rah, rah, rah. Rah.
Indeed, you are a powerful instrument.
Caught in the act.
What are you doing?
You're summoning Satan, obviously.
You're home early.
Would you please tell me what's going on here?
Yeah. Explain.
I get it. Don't change for me. I will leave you here to do whatever it is you're doing, and I will go upstairs and make dinner for myself, since you're not even eating these days.
Oh, Becky. Wait.
No, don't.
Becky, listen to me.
It's going to be hard to explain this to her. Like, it's going to be quite hard. How can you explain this to her? I'll hit you with a pan.
Well, talk to me.
Go on, explain this. That is the most aggressive scrambled eggs.
What the hell's going on here, Jonathan? You tell me that you want to drop out of school so that you can fix up the house, right?
Right.
So I come home and I find you in the middle of I don't even know what. I saw a stranger.
Rebecca, please. It's nothing. Honest.
It's not nothing. It is something.
That is something! You summon monsters and you summon a storm inside your basement. And wearing whatever the fuck that is. That's not nothing. You can't... No, don't fall for it, love. Honey, don't fall for it.
It's the last time you'll hear anything about it.
No, hun, don't fall for it, hun.
I swear.
No. Oh, she fell for it. This is not going to end well.
So that they're all sort of made up again.
Yeah.
And like they're later on they're getting a bit romantic in the bedroom, aren't they?
That bedroom's amazing.
Yeah. It's just like the most goth bedroom ever.
It is the fucking best, man. Like, it's got red velvet sheets, curtains,
Loads of candles.
Loads of candles, dark wood. Like, it's so fucking goth. Like, my God, my teenage me was squealing looking at that, going, ooh, I want that bedroom.
Yeah.
Ooh, I want it now. Oh, it's so... and it's supposed to be honest, that's kind of a gothic-y, romantic kind of bedroom, right? I wasn't expecting what happened in the bedroom after, which was basically the bonking.
Yeah.
Again, this is supposed to be on the same day, right? If someone said, don't worry, you know the weird, crazy ritual shit, it's perfectly fine, I wouldn't instantly try and jump on it, you know? Like, I wouldn't instantly go, yeah, I'm so gonna, like, do you now. That's not. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
It takes a bit of time, but they end up bonking a bit.
And, yeah, while that's happening, you get a ghoulie creeping in, don't you?
Yeah, Rat Boy, I think it is.
Yeah, and he sort of jumps on the bed and looking like, at first, like he's going to some kind of join in or something. This gets a bit odd.
Yeah, so look at it go like, ooh, what are you doing there?
But then there's another ghoulie, like drawing like a symbol.
Yeah, he's doing another satanic pentagram circle underneath the bed.
And it's like a neon chalk. It's
neon blue chalk.
It's kind of weird because it's like what's you know, like when you got a black light and you've got white under a black light, looks like that. But there's not a black light in the room, so it's just like glowing chalk or something. Yeah. It's just really odd. And then so they're getting it on, and there's the symbol that's been drawn under the bed, and while he's doing her, he starts sort of chanting.
Yeah, he starts chanting!
Saying weird stuff. And she's like, what?
But,
what?
Yeah, it's like, what? It's like, it's like, Hectu monine senu. And her reaction's like,
Piggy suplex.
Piggy suplex to pay. And obviously, she's thinking like, what? What are you doing about? And she's like, oh, what are you doing? Oh, are you being weird? And then so like, honey, you're being weird. Stop being weird. Stop being weird. But then again, is this literally him, like, doing it, right? Or is it, like, his being possessed or something?
I think it's all, like, possessed, because before like, they started kind of getting into the whole occult stuff, he seemed quite a regular guy. He didn't seem like a weird guy.
Yeah, but I don't know what it is, because it's like, I think it's clearly something he's fascinated by, not just by possession.
Yeah. Well, it's in his blood, I suppose, but it being his dad.
Yeah, but can I say something? Do not stop doing a satanic ritual while having sex. It's a total boner killer.
Yeah.
Yeah? Like, if someone's going up to me and, and we're getting it on and suddenly the person goes like, it's like, I'm now going to summon Satan. It's not, I'm literally going to go raging hard on and want to continue. It's not how it works.
At that point, that's the final straw for Rebecca, isn't it? She gets up and she's like, that's it.
Yeah, which, to be honest, thank God, right?
Yeah.
Because
it should have been enough for the previous time when she caught him, like, trying to summon something.
Yeah, and, there's plenty of things, like trying to summon something, the weird house party situation, or the fact that he's still reading a book on the occult. There's so much clues there that I would have left so fast. But clearly, Gothic Cyndi Lauper has a completely different idea.
Yeah.
So...
Well, good for her. She manages to... go, and she's like, I'm fed up now, I'm gonna go, I'm leaving.
Yeah. Someone's on the steroids. What are you?
It's got a variety of creatures and stuff in this.
Oh, yeah. You got tiny little...
What would you have of us?
2 dwarves.
I will have you serve me. You will obey me?
Unquestioningly.
We are yours.
I've noticed that all these summons are short things. Like, give them something with a little bit more height. Would be a bit more intimidating right now. They're all tiny.
And it's not like you work your way up to bigger creatures, because the dad, who was supposed to be like the master summoner, he was still summoning little creatures.
Yeah.
But you are worthy to serve me.
They're slightly like cross-eyed.
God, those contact lenses, those have to be contacts, right? A little bit? Some look fucking weird.
I think it's like old-fashioned effects, digital effect. Well, it can't be digital, surely, but must have just had like an overlay. Because it kind of looked dodgy.
What? Why is it...
The pupils are like all over the place.
Why?
What have you done to your eyes?
Why is he cross-eyed? I can't take him seriously.
I don't want this. Oh, I love you, Jonathan. But I'm leaving.
Oh.
It's over.
Oh,
She hasn't
no.
got the protection anymore.
No. Which means she'll fall under the spell of the 2 dwarfs.
I'm so sorry, Jonathan. Please forgive me.
Wow, that...
Evil one had
Those eyes.
She came in really fucking quick. Moment that pendant was gone, fucking mind control.
What is that? Mushroom dip?
So then he goes right straight back into the occult stuff. It's like, no, I've got no distractions now.
Yeah, like no give.
Yeah.
Like, and this time I loved it because when he's starting to summon this time, he summons the 2 dwarves this time, doesn't
Yeah.
he? Who are... I never got their names. Can you check what their names were called? Or did they have a name, or were they just called the dwarves?
Grizzle
Grizzle,
and Greedy Gut.
Greedy Gut, and Grizzle.
Yeah.
Those are not real names.
No, that's the characters' names.
Oh my god, those are amazing. Greedy Gut.
Which is funny because they actually sound like, dwarf names, as in like the, Snow White's dwarves. Like.
Yeah, well, do you know we have like we have Sleepy and Grumpy. We also got Grizzle over there, and we got Greedy Gut. You know, those are the there were 9 dwarves originally. Yeah. Those 2 didn't make the cut.
And they're interesting like characters, aren't they? They've got those weird metal helmets.
Yeah, they've got the domes.
Yeah,
they've got like the domes, and one guy's got the big beard. And I'm a bit happy about that. And then the other one's like she's just a bratty bitch.
Yeah.
I'm happy with that.
They have got, like, sort of different personalities, haven't they? Like, because one of them's quite sort of old school, and she's sort of like, you know, wanting, like, the old ways to return kind of thing. And he's sort of like, well, I'm not so sure it's a good idea. Or he's a bit more, he doesn't seem as evil. Like,
yeah, it's like, oh, I'm not sure if we can do this. I mean, you know what? I was kind of happy in my alternate dimension, or wherever the hell they were.
But that's sort of like hidden to Jonathan at this point, because he's sort of like just saying, he summons them and then says like, you'll serve me, and they're like, yeah, we'll serve you, kind of thing. And,
yes.
But they say to him, you need to perform like a master ritual, don't you?
Yes.
To get all the power you desire.
Yes, it's like, I need power and knowledge.
And then he's saying you can have, and then they're saying like, you can have anything. I mean, do you want like Rebecca back? And then
yeah. Do you want Rebecca back? It's like, you know about Rebecca? Yeah. You know about her? It's like, we know about everything.
Yeah.
Like, wow. quick on the ball, aren't they?
So then he has the mates over again, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Because he needs... The dwarves tell him that he needs, like, more people for this ritual. Like,
yeah.
He can't just do it on his own. So they have, like, another party, don't they?
Yeah.
It's more of a dinner party this time, isn't it?
But there's the thing, right? Again, these are all kind of hints and clues that something's really weird, right? Because at the dinner party, they say, I want you all to wear, like, long outfits, and I'm going to give you all funky sunglasses.
Yeah.
Right? And no one really explains the sunglasses bit. I think the only reason why they explained the sunglasses, because I was confused for the sunglasses for a while, until you told me that basically it's to hide the fact that he can no longer really control his green eye thing.
Yeah. Well, no, I'll flash forward a bit in terms of, like, trivia, because there is some trivia about the sunglasses.
Okay. So what's with the sunglasses?
Well, originally, they were going to shoot the movie as, like, some sections in 3D, right?
Really?
So, they had some bits in 2D, some bits in 3D, and the glasses were going to be, to signify to the audience, put your glasses on.
Okay! So, fuck, this movie in 3D.
So that's why it seems a bit odd. I mean, it's not too odd, because, like, 80s movies, people wear sunglasses all the fucking time.
Yeah.
So you can get away with it, but that is why, randomly in scenes, characters just get the sunglasses on.
That's fucking great.
But I suppose there would have been more scenes like that, but it's like they couldn't remove all of them, so they had to keep some in, and because the key scenes and whatnot. So now you've got some scenes where they put the glasses on, but it's not consistent throughout, is it? It's like,
yeah. I mean, I'm trying to figure out what sequences would have been really good in 3D. Like, the storm would have been good in 3D. Like the basement thing, but you didn't have some glasses then. There were some other bits that would have been good, but anything with a trident would have been awesome. That really fuck off weird trident would have been cool in 3D.
Yeah, because it's like, I don't think that actually, in terms of the final cut, there's not much that remains of the sort of like 3D kind of things. But I think, to be honest, actually from reading up on the trivia, it was something that they'd thought they were going to do, and then abandoned.
It's like halfway through, it's like, you know what, this is stupid. Then this movie's stupid. But, okay.
Well, they must have, like, already shot those... You'd think you'd have it... You'd think you'd be clear what you're going to do before you start shooting stuff.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't, like, sort of abandon it later on, because you can't redo some of that stuff. It probably costs a lot of money, so that's probably why you've got these shots lingering in there still with the sunglasses.
Fascinating. I mean, I personally, I don't know whether I would have liked this more or less in 3D.
I think it's sometimes it's a bit of a novelty thing, 3D. I think it's just fine as it is.
I think it was a thing in the 80s, wasn't it? It was a whole thing in the 80s of reviving 3D.
Yeah.
You had, like, Jaws 3D. You had Friday the 13th, number 3 in 3D, which is fucking terrible. It's a very 80s thing, wasn't it? Like, it's a thing. But it always just gave you headaches.
Yeah, so the guys are at this dinner party and they've got the shades on.
One of them's got wipers.
Yeah. They are massive. It's like, obviously, it's got to have, like, the mechanism to make the wipers move or something. So,
awesome.
And that's the Butch Morrissey.
Butch Morrissey.
Isn't it?
Dick.
Yeah.
Fucking Dick. Dick. Obviously, Dick would have the dickish-looking glasses, wouldn't he? So they have the thing, and to my knowledge, then I'm trying to remember. Then I think all the saying, "Oh, this food's great," and the Gremlins start coming out.
Yeah, the Ghoulies.
I'm saying Gremlins again because they're fucking.
Yeah, there's quite a lot of similarities.
Ghoulies.
But yeah, the other people still can't see them, so it's kind of gross because like the Ghoulies like in their food and stuff.
Yeah.
And, like
one's bathing in soup.
One's basically in the joint of meat, like, like inside it.
Oh, it's gross. And people are touching it, and he's at one point the little rat thing is eating a tomato like really badly because bad puppetry.
Yeah,
I love that.
And yeah, so the Jonathan guy starts like chanting, doesn't he? And like starting off like the sort of the master like ritual type thing. But while he's doing that, you start outside.
Yeah.
You get the grave stirring, don't you?
Oh, I love this bit. Oh, I remember the master things. What you get is the grave starts to stir, but I love how he summons it. I love how he summons the ritual. They all have a drink, and the drink's clearly spiked. And then he just randomly fucking shouts. Just like, let the ritual begin! And then it just goes inverted, and now they're in the fucking living room. And they're all in druid outfits.
That's the kind of effect that you don't really get anymore. That weird inverted kind of colour.
And then the fucking living room.
And then they're all sat in like the robes and stuff. And then at that point, they are sort of hypnotised, aren't they?
Yeah.
And then he starts doing the chanting and whatnot, and then and like the grave outside starts to rise up to reveal Malcolm Graves.
Malcolm Graves. We realise, of course, this is Daddy's grave.
Yeah.
Oh God.
And when he then obviously, so the corpse kind of rises up from the grave, and it pops out basically.
The first time it pops out, and this is what I noticed, it was a fucking puppet first.
Yeah.
It was like and then it's suddenly then it's actually the actor, Zombie Dad now. Just going, and it's fucking hilarious because it just comes out of nowhere. We didn't think that was possible, and everyone in the living room just going, ah! And then it just shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Like, instantly.
A toast.
So he needs all these douchebags for the master ritual.
Of course, to get ultimate knowledge and power.
Mesa beam. Atosa. Oros azote. Drink.
What was that? Tiny dwarves. I'm carrying candelabras. I'm carrying candelabras. How the fuck did this happen? Oh my god, he's floating. He's the fucking best. Oh my sweet god. What? Malcolm Graves. This guy's volume is on whisper or fucking shout. He can't do either in the middle. Oh my god. Fucking Ghoulies.
Force of these terrible words of power. Backlon! Tetragramm! Retrogranatron!
It's funny how like the father, like the master occultist, is called Malcolm.
You think he'd be something called like Dante or something cool? Yeah. Oh my god! I was not expecting that. Fucking hell.
Zombie Dad's here.
Oh dear, and he's come to ruin the party, clearly. Well, That's one way to shut up a room.
The Jonathan character sort of says that he can all spend the night, doesn't he? Like,
Yeah, because then first, again, snap his fingers, Jonathan stops levitating, and it's like, and then they're back in the dining room again.
Yeah.
All fully dressed, normal. It's like, you guys can stay here tonight. It's like, okay.
It's like, let the party begin, kind of thing.
But it's not really a party because, you know, all of them get coupled off, don't they? And they just fucking leave. So Rebecca and Jonathan disappear. You got fake Jennifer Rush and Butch Morrissey. They go off. Toad Guy and Donna, they go off. And then the two stoners go off.
Yeah. And the Toad Boy and what's her face? They're in the garden, aren't they? And
yeah,
he's like, he does that weird voice again, doesn't he?
Yes.
Like, in the garden, he says something creepy like, "Is this a little girl's tummy?"
Is it a little girl's tummy?
And starts tickling her tummy and stuff like that.
They said they're going like, that's not what any woman wants to hear. It's creepy. So, yeah.
But before that, there's a sequence where there's a scene where the Malcolm, now he's sort of risen from the grave and he's an actor, not a puppet.
Yeah.
He finds the Ghoulies, doesn't he? And he says like, "No, I'm your master now.
I'm your master, and now you do my bidding." And basically, it's like, fucking kill everyone, right? that's basically what it is.
At first, they must have been kind of a bit pissed off because Jonathan had raised
didn't really
them,
do anything with them,
and he didn't really let them do anything. Like they were kind of like, first of all, they're not allowed to reveal their presence.
Yes.
And he doesn't tell them to kill anyone or anything. Like, so they're just there, not doing anything.
Wasn't there one bit where Jonathan's reading a fucking book? He's reading like an occult book, and then just passes the book over to a ghoulie next to him like it's some kind of butler.
Yeah.
I love that bit. Because it's like, ding dong. Oh, there must be someone at the door. Hold this.
Yeah.
Fucking not using his satanic minions properly.
So now that the Ghoulies are murderous,
yes,
it cuts back to the Toad Boy and his girl.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Donna, I think it is.
Yeah. And they're outside, and they're messing around. They do the whole there's a tummy thing.
Yeah, girl's tummy, and they start tickling
and then
death.
I can't remember why he reaches into the pool, doesn't he?
Because I think it never explained, but I think it's something like an earring or like a piece of jewelry falls in it or something. I don't know how. It's really random.
Anyway, he somehow needs to go and retrieve something from the water, so he puts his hand in the water, and he's got all this green goop on his hands at first.
Fucking gross.
Yeah, and he's just sort of like, but then he goes back in, and then all of a sudden, Ghoulie
in the face.
Yeah,
Ghoulie in the face. And it's fucking awesome, actually. And the thing is, as well, again, because it looked because it's a bit like Bad Puppetry, it looks like he's just smooching him. Like, but actually eating his face.
Yeah.
and then Donna screams and goes, "Ah!" And then fucking other Ghoulies just jump and eat her face.
Yeah. So now it's getting kind of more horror-like because the Ghoulies can actually kill people and stuff.
But that's the thing, is this has been, what, an hour or so?
Yeah, but surprisingly, there's quite a bit of slow pacing, but I don't find the movie boring.
No, the movie's not boring. It just feels like, you see, like, the movie's about the Ghoulies, right?
Yeah.
But clearly the movie isn't about the Ghoulies at all. Because the title's called Ghoulies, but the Ghoulies are only really used properly until, like, the last 20 or 30 minutes of the movie.
It's odd.
Yeah. So that happened. Oh, while that's happening, the two stoners are in their house and they're hearing all these screams. And they just clearly think that Toad Boy just got fucking lucky.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh man, Toad Boy's totally getting lucky with his girl, am I right?
And again, those two are like really cuddly, aren't they?
Yeah, they're basically one spliff short of just being big spoon and little spoon, you know? Just one little bit more. It's like, oh, let's just cuddle and get high. Sounds cute, actually.
Yeah.
Mark.
Uh-oh. No.
What the hell's in there?
Oh, it's just giving you loads of kisses, darling.
They look fantastic. They're my favourite ones, the green, like, baby-looking ones.
The toad babies are the best ones out of the lot. I'm not gonna lie.
They're the ones that come out, you know, the one of them came out of the toilet. On the poster, yeah.
And these two high motherfuckers have no idea that their friend's just been eaten by toad goblins. That's not how high works. Yeah, okay, so Jonathan is apologising to Rebecca and puts the medallion back on her neck, because when she left...
Yeah.
And wasn't underneath the dwarf's powers, the dwarfs put her in a hypnosis, she obviously went along with all this.
Yeah.
Then she put on the magic pendant, and then she faints. But it's like, where am I, Jonathan? What's happening?
Yeah, she's quite creepy when she's in the sort of possessed state, and she's sort of like, anything you want, darling.
Yes, darling. I will now chant with you. Weird. So yeah, that's all happening. So she passes out in her gorgeous black outfit and in her gorgeous gothic bedroom, and I'm so jealous. And Jonathan goes to a corner and starts meditating.
But there's the bit where the Rebecca character, she the talisman is glowing, isn't it? And it's kind of like she sort of throws it off in like a fight with Jonathan, and like she ends up falling down the stairs, doesn't she?
Yeah, I remember this, because one of the things that eventually happens is that Jonathan is in a meditative state. Obviously, he's hearing all the screaming. Rebecca wakes up, walks around and gets attacked by ghoulies, because everyone's now being attacked by ghoulies. And...
but at that point, because she's still got the talisman on, she can't be attacked, but it's like it's glowing and it's like hot, so she kind of takes it off because it's like hot or something. But the moment she takes it off, Ghoulies are like all on her, aren't they?
Yeah, it just pounces on her.
Yeah,
and just starts eating on her, and everything else is gross, actually.
And she like falls down the stairs,
breaks her neck.
Probably, yeah, by the look of it.
Yeah,
and then Jonathan obviously finds her, and he's like does a whole like no kind of
no. I will revive you.
But I have the power like He-Man.
Yes. Oh, God. Oh, it's awesome. Something fucked up's going to happen. The fucking clown, isn't it? Ah! Okay. It looks like blue farts. No one talks in this movie. Everyone just shouts.
That's how you make an entrance.
With blue farts in the background. Hello, Butch Morrissey. Hello.
Who are you? Come here.
Oh, Dick, don't be a dick and stop listening to your dick.
Mr. Dick, you are a lucky guy. Who are you?
Oops. Oh my sweet God, what is that? What is that? And these two are still high.
My favourite bit is the tongue thing. It's great.
Oh, that was so gross. I was not expecting that in the slightest. Dick, a.k.a. Butch Morrissey, goes over to fake Jennifer Rush and says, hey, I'm going to go down and get some water. Do you want anything? So I'll be right back. And
I'll be right back.
Oh, no, never say that in a horror movie. Learn this, people. No one learns this. So that goes down and gets... Oh, this is where it gets introduced to... sexy zombie dad in hot mum Farrah Fawcett mode. This is never explained.
Yeah, no, it is odd. I don't know why he changes into a woman.
But basically, it's more
But
like...
it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Like with the whole tongue thing.
Yeah, because... Okay, let's explain this. It's actually it's hard to explain. So... so basically, Malcolm, who basically looks like an extra in a Thriller video,
Yeah.
literally breaks the door down with blue explosion farts, and no one hears that noise at all, which is fucking weird. Walks in, and then Dick goes down the stairs, and then suddenly he transforms into what looks like Farrah Fawcett, and makes out with him. And then he's like, and Dick's being a dick. Dick's just already had a big fucking good time with fake Jennifer Rush. And now you're moving on very quickly to cut down.
But the thing is, the guy must be always horny because he's just had it on with the other girl. And then he goes downstairs, what he thinks is a hot woman. Fine, it's my lucky night, I think he says.
Yeah. It's like, Dick, Mr. Dick, you're having a really big fucking day. And you're like, wow, never refer to yourself in the third person. And then gets seduced by her. And then she has... Do you want to explain that? It's weird. I never understood this bit, but big fucking tongue.
Yeah. It's odd. It's actually one of those memorable bits for me. And I always laugh out loud at it, all the time.
Yes.
Because, the tongue just comes out like a long sort of lizard tongue, and it just strangles Dick.
It just strangles...
And it's quite gory, actually, because it strangles him to the point of, he starts bleeding from the neck. Almost like his head's going to pop off.
I'm just thinking that she really knows how to lick his dick. Hey!
Awesome.
It was gross, actually. It was really fucking gross. Because his neck's broken, it comes out of fucking nowhere, and then that's never seen or repeated again. It's never another magical power that's revealed that the dad has. He has a fucking lizard tongue. Okay, fucking weird.
No, it's weird, and I don't understand why he feels... He just must be a bit weird and kinky, the dad, because I don't think he really needs to become a woman to... He could just attack... He's dead powerful. He could just attack that guy.
Lightning, you know? Fucking lightning. But no fucking lightning, just fucking tongue instead.
It's dead weird.
That is I would call it the world's worst rim job. That's what that was. Oh, we forgot about the clown bit where you got the fake Jennifer Rush in the bed being surrounded by ghoulies.
Yeah, that is really cool. This is the clown again.
Yes.
And the clown sort of approaches her, and it's really scary.
It's a really creepy fucking clown.
Yeah, and then it starts it approaches her like it's gonna just kill her or something, do something horrible to her. But before it does that, it kind of it starts secreting slime out of his eye.
Ew, I know. And you're like, what the fuck is it? And then he rips it up, and then you got fucking a ghoulie that looks like a fucking dinosaur.
Yeah, that's actually a ghoulie that looks badass.
If the ghoulies looked more like that, and they were more sized because they were bigger, because he was in the clown suit.
Yeah.
So he was more like a size of a child, right? Like a size of a 10-year-old. If the demons looked more like that and that high, yeah, they'd be actually scary, you know. But no, all these are basically hand puppets.
Come to me now.
Wow, that's actually quite impressive. Didn't know he could do the worm. There it is, the infamous toilet shot. Have you not noticed your buddies? You don't know nothing. Nothing. Okay. Be that oblivious, why don't you?
Gives no shits.
Doesn't care.
Where are your gods now? They too are mine.
Deflect. That was no effort.
Although at your age, Much better.
You kind of need to level up, buddy.
You killed. You killed Rebecca.
Yes, I suppose I did.
Wow!
But it was you I really
So
wanted
blasé. Well, I suppose.
to resurrect me. And what should have happened 25 years ago will happen now.
But then this is, after that point, it's getting more towards like the final kind of battle because the Jonathan goes down to the basement and meets the dad, who he's never seen before, and the zombie dad.
Yeah.
And
it's like, welcome, son. And it's like, do I know you? But I love it. He walks out, he drops off the girlfriend on the altar, not noticing that all his best friends are now dead and are in robes behind him. And then Dad reveals himself, and he reveals himself wonderfully with the two dwarfs next to him, and the small whispers and the big booms.
Yeah, they've got that in common. Definitely.
Yeah, definitely a family trait.
Father like son. But that whole sequence we were talking about in the commentary, there's this very distracting statue. There's like a really sort of muscular, hey, how you doing?
Muscular devil with a penis, and go like, hey, how you doing? I'm like, wait a minute.
I've been working out.
Have you noticed? I'm definitely getting bigger, boy.
But yeah, they're having this exchange where basically the dad, the Malcolm character, wants the youth of the son.
Yeah, it's finally explained why he wants to sacrifice this kid 25 years ago.
Yeah.
Because he wants to basically suck his essence, right? It's like better wording. But, he wants to give his life force to him, right? So he's going to say, you're still young, I can do it to you now. And, starts using basically at this point, it's almost a little bit like in Scanners, where they're just like trading power off. It's like, you have my power, I have your power.
Yeah, and it's indicated by the eyes, isn't it?
Yeah, green eyes.
Green, like, skewered eyes.
Fucking hell, more cross-eyed, the better.
And the Malcolm character, like, just showing off, revives Rebecca, like almost like a puppet.
Yeah, and it's like saying your love is your weakness.
But it's like just a distraction, isn't it?
Yeah.
He's like, oh, Rebecca? Oh?
Rebecca, oh, you're alive. And she's like, I love you. And it's like, dude, clearly this is a trap.
Oh, yeah, because this is the point where the dwarves start being a bit fickle and sort of like, well, actually, no, I'll help. This is
Jonathan.
wrong.
This is wrong. I like Jonathan now.
And
He's kind of cool.
No, don't listen. It's a trap or whatever.
Yeah.
It's a distraction.
And I will have my life. Kiss me, my son.
He looks so different now.
Like every time in every shot, the corpse paint is so different. Go on, kiss him. Oh.
Will not have the boy's life.
Hello there, Wolfgang.
He hasn't shown up for ages, so all of a sudden he comes out in a Ric Flair robe.
My God, it's amazing! Woo! Oh my God, he's a wizard! When the fuck did he become a wizard? Wizard off! Oh my God, this is the best. This is amazing! Shoot him with those laser beams!
It's the best way to fight, laser beam eyes.
Of course! You can just have to stand still. Oh shit. Oh shit. Oh my fucking God. No, don't kill Wolfgang. There you go. Fight back.
At no point were we aware of Wolfgang's power.
No, he just happens to be a fucking wizard. That is amazing. I think Wolfgang won! Way!
They're basically having this fight, and it looks like the dad is going to win because he's more powerful.
Yes.
But then all of a sudden, who do we get?
Fucking Wolfgang! And this is the thing.
He's in an epic Ric Flair robe.
Yes,
And he comes down the stairs. And all of a sudden, we had no knowledge to this point of how powerful he was, really. I mean, we kind of got an inkling that he knew that the demons were about and stuff, like, because he woke up.
He had the shining.
But, like, we didn't know he was like a fucking wizard.
It was awesome when he arrived. Thing is, he only appears at the beginning of the movie, 2 scenes in the middle, and the fucking ending, right? And it's amazing when he arrives. At one point, he just he throws the trident to Zombie Dad, and then he just crosses his arms and goes, like, I Dream of Jeannie, he goes, bing, and then he appears behind Zombie Dad. And like, when did you teleport? Oh my God, you're a wizard!
Yeah, it's so amazing, and they have like what reminds me of like a Big Trouble in Little China. Like Lopan versus Egg Shen kind of thing. 'Cause they've both got like they're both firing laser beams out their eyes. Like Wolfgang's is blue, and Malcolm's is red, and they're kind of like having a eye battle off.
Die, evil sorcerer! No, you die, white witch! It's fucking great.
Yeah, it's great actually. It's real, like good battle, and. Yeah, Wolfgang defeats him, doesn't he?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, we think he defeats him.
Yeah.
But the fact that he sort of... Because Malcolm kind of passes out and dies, or passes out.
But he's like, sort of, save yourselves, kind of.
Go! Save yourselves! The house is crumbling down, although it doesn't look like it's crumbling down that badly, because when they leave afterwards, it's not that bad. But then both Malcolm and Wolfgang just disappear, like, into a puff of smoke. And you're like, wow.
I was, when I was toying with the films, a film to pick for you.
Okay.
I looked at all the Ghoulies movies. But I'm glad, because you haven't seen the first one, I'm glad I didn't pick one of the sequels.
How many sequels are there?
There's 3. But I was tempted, because the third one is called Ghoulies Go to College. And that alone, just that title, is golden, isn't it?
That is perfect! Oh my God, I think that might be a future episode. We're going to have to watch that in the future. Oh my God, Ghoulies 3, back to college. What the fuck?
All right, so, the original concept of the film is much different project. The original film was going to be like a kid moving into a grandfather's house who finds out that the inspirations for his grandfather's stories are living in the house, trying to kill him, basically. Apparently Fox greenlighted that for $12 million, but then, like, dropped it. So it changed heavily into something like very different.
That makes a bit of sense now.
Yeah.
I can get that a little bit. Because I think that would have been more family-friendly, a bit more cutesy, right?
Yeah, so that's why it's a bit of a Frankenstein in terms of the kiddie stuff and the more adult stuff.
Yeah, definitely. Because I think, like, I can totally see if the Ghoulies were supposed to be, like, these tiny monsters, right? I can imagine that could have been more family-friendly orientated, right?
Yeah.
And having the grandfather who's an author who says, I write horror stories, but they don't let me leave the house, you know? And, you know, and that would actually be quite creepy for a kids' movie. But then they had to adult it so much, though.
Yeah.
Like with wizards and fucking the occult and fucking weird-ass Butch Morrissey and stoners and sex. Like, this looks like it's been rewritten to high heaven to fit what was interesting for everybody.
What was great, though, is Critters
from
1986 came after this.
Yeah.
And obviously those guys loved this movie. Because there's a homage. A critter comes out of a toilet and it's homage.
Yeah, it does. I remember that. I remember Critters. Yeah, so now I know.
It's funny, you know, because it looked... when you don't think about the timings of when those movies came out, it almost seems like Critters would have come out before.
You kind of think...
this Ghoulies would be inspired by Critters, but no.
Do you kind of think so? I mean, like, let's not lie. You have Gremlins, Critters and Ghoulies, right?
Yeah.
all three of those things, and any other kind of Gremlins rip-off movies, around that time, they all looked like the same movie.
Yeah.
From all the advertising, they all looked the same film. So if you looked at one poster, look at the other ones, is that Critters 3, or is that Ghoulies 4, or is that Gremlins 2?
You got to give Ghoulies some credit for the random stuff that's going on, because Critters and Gremlins, perhaps similar stuff's going on.
That's more of a rip-off. That's more a literal rip-off.
In Ghoulies, there's stuff like that. We don't want to go through the whole list again, but there's wizards and there's all sorts.
Wizards, demon occults, fucking... The list is on. And this is kind of the reason why, starting to wrap things up, that I love this film. Thank you for this. This is a fantastic birthday present, because this is clearly a movie that surprised me 100%.
Yeah.
It's from a movie that looks cutesy, right, from the get-go, right, but then you realise satanic rituals, fucking wizards, levitation, gremlin monsters, tiny monsters, really bad special effects, really bad puppetry. It's funny.
Yeah.
And the thing is, you do not expect it in the slightest. It's edited to high heaven. All the characters are bizarre or stupid or weird. They are hammy and cheesy as fuck. Half the stuff makes no illogical sense.
There's no depth to any of the characters, which is great.
So shallow. This movie is shallow. And I love it. Thank you. I totally would recommend this.
Okay, so we're going to wrap things up then. Have you got any ideas for next time?
Ooh, okay.
Because the reins are off now. It's back to you.
Right, so next time round, now that I have to now go back on the saddle, I was thinking we actually need... I teased a Kung Fu movie a while ago, and I gave you Street Fighter, and you were not happy with it. Why not?
Well, you weren't happy either.
I weren't happy either, all right?
No one was happy.
Well, how about I give you one with actual ninjas?
Oh, do you know what? I'm so up for ninjas.
Yes. So, right then. So it's still the episode. So you need to call us out. Edward.
Okay. Right. So keep an eye on your trash, and there may be some treasure in there. See you next time. Woo!
This podcast has been an enigmatic production. It's hosted by Johann Paul and music by Edward Harvey. If you like what you hear, subscribe to the podcast. We are on Google Play, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and Buzzsprout. Share it, like it, write a review. For more information on our other projects, check out our website, www.enigmaticproductions.co.uk.